When I'm a road honey. I'm a road honey, and you can't keep up with me. You got a green light, baby. Baby, you will see.
All right, folks, that's right. You'll see. We got the truth right here, and we tell it every day. We are the American Adversaries. It is drive time, prime time on AM 660 The Answer as we come to you live from the Mercury Free Broadcasting Studios. Don't forget, for the very best in mercury-free dental care, call my dentist, Dr. James E. Hardy, at 407-678-3399. I am Christopher Hart, joined in the studio tonight by our friend, sponsor, and now candidate for the Florida House. That would be David Levitt. David Levitt of Refresh Computers. David?
It's great being here again, as always.
And you're not doing any man-spreading over there while I'm not watching.
Look at me. I got my...
All right, we also have Lucas Parris in the studio with the head cam... Wait a minute, the Periscope.
The Periscope, yeah.
The Periscope up and running, so you can see us on YouTube. Just dial in our channel, American Adversaries TV. Nick LaCicero is on the bridge, so he's manning those controls. We're in good hands tonight. We're going to get to Colonel David Smith here in just a few moments, and a little bit later on, Scott Miller of My Liberty Threads is going to be joining us. But real quickly, David, this weekend is going to be the Libertarian Party Convention. Where and what's going to be going on there?
It's the state party convention. We have it every year by Florida statute, by the way. If you're a state party,
you have to have a convention.
And so it's going to be in Newport Richey, which is actually not that bad of a drive from here. A couple hours, maybe.
Yeah.
And
can anybody go?
Anybody can go. It's open to the public. It's going to be Friday evening. There's going to be like a reception going on. You can come and get some drinks. There'll be an open bar. It's free. Just go on in, libertarian style.
Now this is a state convention. Are there going to be any national people like Gary Johnson? I'm sure he's going to be running for president on the Libertarian ticket again.
I've heard that rumor. Yeah, and I don't know that he's formally announced, but I think he's kind of made his intentions known.
Sure. And
there is going to be a dinner with Gary Johnson at Saturday night. So, and I believe they still have some tickets available if somebody wants to.
Go to lp.org.
Go to lpf.org.
LPF.
That'll be Libertarian Party of Florida.
Okay,
lpf.org. And you'll see right at the top of the website, there's a banner up there you can click on for the state convention. And it'll give you details, the schedule and everything, and all the guest speakers. So, and Gary Johnson is going to be there as well. And that's this year. Now, next year in 2016, I don't know that we've decided yet where the state convention is going to be, but the National Libertarian Party Convention has already been decided, and that's going to be in Orlando.
Oh, cool.
So we'll see a lot of people there, and that's actually broadcast on C-SPAN, our state convention, or our national conventions in a presidential election year. I don't know why that combination, but that's what it is. Our broadcast on C-SPAN 2, actually. Yeah. But it's pretty cool, and so you might want to put that on your calendar for next year, because that's a lot of fun. I went to the one last year, which was obviously not a presidential election year. And that was pretty exciting for me. But 2016 in Orlando, the Libertarian Party National Convention, we'll probably have John Stossel, we'll have
from Fox.
Yeah, Penn Jillette probably will be out there. A lot of celebrities that are
maybe even old Neil Bortz will show up.
Maybe Neil Bortz will show up
in his wagon or his buggy or whatever he's traveling around.
And I tell you what, a new one, Robert Duvall.
Bobby Duvall.
He has announced that he will not be voting Republican or Democrat this year, and they asked him, well, where are you leaning? He says, probably going to be a Libertarian.
All right. If you like the Bill of Rights, then you like Libertarian.
The Constitution, yeah.
Yep. All right. I think we have David Smith on the line. Nick, did I see David's name up there briefly?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's go to David Smith. And Colonel David Smith, thanks for being with us tonight. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Chris. It's good to be back with you.
Well, where are you at?
I am back in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates.
You're in Abu Dhabi, so it's well after midnight there.
Oh yeah, it's just about 2:00, a little after 2:00, and which is Thursday morning. So good to be with you up early and talking.
Now that's pretty cool. We're talking to someone in the future. Because we're still on Wednesday. We're still working on Wednesday. Well, thanks for staying up late with us tonight. Real quickly, the situation in Yemen really seems to be breaking down. I believe now there are American hostages that have been taken there. What are you hearing over in the Emirates about what's happening in Yemen?
Well, Chris, I would imagine I'm hearing a much different story here than people are hearing in the U.S. because there certainly seems to be a withdrawal of the United States from a lot of the Middle East issues in particular. And I tell you, Yemen is going hot and heavy. There is most of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries have already acknowledged that they have troops on the ground, and there's a whole lot of airstrikes that are being run down there, and in order to push back the terrorists that have simply overthrown that country.
Well, obviously the problem that is going to be thwarting their efforts is the fact that Iran is supporting the opposition forces, is it not?
No, you're spot on, Chris. If there was ever a definition of what a proxy war is, that's what you're seeing in Yemen. And it's very clear you have the Iranians backing with weapons and support for the Houthis, which have overthrown the elected government down there that the United States had been working with, and then you have Saudi Arabia is really the sponsor of trying to take back that country. The current government, I guess you could say, is in exile in Saudi Arabia, but there is a whole host of countries that are flying missions in support of defeating the terrorists there in Yemen.
David, I saw a report here in one of the newspapers, and I can't remember which one, that said that the Obama administration is now reaching out and trying to work with the Houthis and try to get some sort of ceasefire going here. First of all, there's a whole other group involved in this, is there not? I believe it's an Al-Qaeda offshoot. And second of all, is there any confidence left in the region that Obama can sort of work some kind of deal with these people like the Houthis?
No, there's no confidence in the Obama administration whatsoever, and that's why you see the Saudis and some of these other countries like UAE and others that have stepped in militarily because they don't want to rely on the United States. They don't believe that the United States is going to be the partner of the future, like they have been in the past, and probably the one thing that has pushed them to believe that they need to stand on their own 2 feet, which is not a bad idea, is the Iranian nuclear deal that Obama is trying to get through, and that's got a lot of people nervous.
Well, the Saudis are rumored to be shopping the marketplace, if you will, Pakistan being obviously the place where they think they can get one. Is it fairly common knowledge over there that that's what they're doing and that they will get one from Pakistan if this goes much further, or is it too late? Are they already doing this? Well,
there's certainly, I've probably read the same articles you have about that, and of course everybody's denying it, which probably means it's true.
Yeah.
But the Pakistan and Saudi Arabia and other Muslim countries, I mean, Pakistan is a Muslim country,
right?
And they do have a lot of mutual support. However, Pakistan's parliament voted recently not to support the Saudi Arabian efforts into Yemen, so that's fairly significant. But they said if the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia was threatened, then Pakistan would become involved. So it's there's certainly some politics in the region also going on.
I see. Now, Pakistan got their own problems with Afghanistan, obviously, and the rebels that they're dealing with. But isn't this element of Al Qaeda also in Yemen is complicating the situation there as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they were a driving force over the last few years that the legitimate government was working with the United States, and we had special operations forces down there, and we still have people based out of Djibouti, which is just across the sea there, and so there's been a lot of military action. I mean, the U.S. we've had a detachment for years, close to 15 years, keeping an eye on the region. But a lot of that is certainly disintegrated.
Hey, real quick before we go to the break, can you stay with us one more segment?
Certainly. Okay,
and by the way, David will be with us when he gets back to town. He'll come in and join us in the studio. Well, I don't even have time for a question. We'll go ahead and take the break, but when we come back, we'll be talking with more from Colonel David Smith, who is you're in Abu Dhabi?
I'm in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. Great names for these cities over there. All right, you are listening to the American Adversaries, and we are here. We are live. The phone number is 407-774-8255 if you want to be a part of the show. David Levitt, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me, as usual. Thank you.
And don't forget, folks, you can meet David next week, a week from tonight, at the Libertarian Party meeting in Seminole County at the intersection, well, sort of the intersection of 1792 and 417, the Patio Grill right there.
Patio Grill.
Big place. You can't miss it. We'll be right back.